Happy Be Free Friday. I'm literally cracking up because this is about take 8. I've been sick for the last few days, and so my words have not come out right. I'm chuckling because of how bad my roots are, because I feel like every time that I do my Be Free Friday, I'm on my rotation for getting my hair done. And so my grays are getting colored tomorrow, just so who anyone else has noticed this will know that it's being taken care of. And I was about halfway done with my last one, and the phone rang to my house, and I'm sitting in the office, and so you could hear it in the background. So hopefully this one is going to take. I am so excited because we have a lot of fun in our family. I have several nieces and nephews, and most of them are ages 6 and below, and most of those are boys. So you can only imagine what gatherings are like around here. But I love it. I love every single one of them. They melt my heart. And so a few of them are really inquisitive right now in the time of their faith. They're asking a lot of questions, and some of them are really serious and some of them are not. One nephew who thinks a little more seriously, and so he's trying to wrap around his whole idea about this soul and his body stays here, and he's working around that, but he's a very serious-minded kid. Another one, he's a little younger, and he's about to be 5, and he is a thinker, but his questions are a little more comical, and so I wanted to share them, as my sister-in-law did to us in an SOS the other night, asking for help on how to answer these questions. Okay, question number 1. Will my teacher be in heaven? Okay, great question. Number 2, what color will my house be painted in heaven? Will mom and dad be with me in heaven? Those are great questions. And about 20 minutes after they had put him to bed and thought that he was asleep, he calls out to them, kind of, like, hey, get up here. So they go upstairs, and he's got one more question for them. Will there be Disney World in heaven? So what 5-year-old does not want to know, will there be Disney World in heaven? And we were chuckling about this, and of course giving all of our little how we've done it with our kids. And I've got an almost 15 and 17-year-old, which that's why I have all this gray. And we've been through asking questions and answering questions, some crazy, some not. I've got one that's much more inquisitive than the other. And one of the things that I had said to my sister-in-law was, it's okay for him not to have all the answers to his questions, because that ultimately is what faith is. Faith is the evidence, or believing in the evidence of things not seen. We can't see everything, and we don't understand everything, and we can't wrap our brains around everything, and that's faith. And so it started me thinking for my Be Free Friday this week, just a time of encouragement to each of you. Like, aren't we that same way? Like, don't we ask all of these questions to God, and we want all of these answers, and when we don't get them, we are assuming that He's not hearing us. Some people wrestle with, does He really love me? If God's really there, why isn't He answering me? And I thought, so often we see ourselves in little kids, and we don't even realize we're doing the exact same thing. We're asking God, hey, are you going to take care of me? And what's my life going to look like? And will you give me this job? And even heavenly questions we have, and we get hung up on our faith sometimes, or lack thereof, when we don't get the answers that we might be looking for. And so it drew me to Jeremiah 29:11, where the Lord tells the nation of Israel that He has plans to prosper them and not to harm them, and to give them hope in the future. And make no mistake, this passage is not written to a person trying to tell them that you're never going to suffer and everything is going to be, peaches and cream, and there will be Mickey Mouse in heaven. But what he is saying to the nation at this time is, hey, they're in exile, and he's going to bring them out of exile. He's like, I've got a plan for you, and there's a hope and a future for you. And I feel like that is kind of our story now. Like, hey, listen, children of mine, you may not have all the answers, and I may not reveal everything to you. There may still be a mystery. But if you really believe in me, the beauty is that there is a hope and a future for you. And it is a hope that will prosper you, that He has plans for you. And we are not that nation of Israel back in the Old Testament waiting to be brought out of exile, but we are His children waiting to be brought back to him in the second coming and to live with him forever in eternity. And when you can think about things from an eternity perspective, then sometimes it can give you a little clarity on your today. So my encouragement to you is to remember, when you don't have everything figured out and you don't feel like God's answering all of your questions, it's okay not to know everything, because that's the faith. But the great news is that he's told us that he has the plans to prosper us and to protect us, and a hope and a future. And we just have to claim that he's going to keep his promises to us. So hope that this encourages you today. And don't be afraid if you don't have all of your answers. Have a great day.